So many of us were taught to think about fear as something that comes from the outside. We talk about negative energy or dark forces like they're just out there waiting for us. But what if that whole way of thinking, what if that entire architecture is built on a massive misunderstanding of who we really are? Right, let's just dive straight into that. This one question changes everything. It suggests that maybe the thing that really scares us isn't some external boogeyman, but our own mistaken idea about our place in the universe. I mean, think about it. From the time we're little, the message we get is pretty clear. The world out there can be a dangerous place, and you'd better protect yourself. So we learn to put up walls, to be wary of the unknown, and to basically treat life as something you have to constantly defend against. But here's the thing. What's the hidden cost of being in that constant state of defense? This brings us to a really core concept here, the act of handing over your own authority. And this is where it gets really interesting, because it's a total paradox. We think fear is our shield, right? It's supposed to keep us safe. But this perspective says no, actually, fear acts like a magnifying glass. It takes the very things we're afraid of and just makes them bigger and louder in our reality. So here's the bottom line. The second we decide that something out there, whether it's another person, some kind of energy, or just a situation, has more power over how we feel than we do, boom, we've just handed over the keys. We've given away our control. We've essentially outsourced our own power. And this just lays out the chain reaction perfectly. You start with the belief that you can be invaded, and the immediate result is you hand over your authority. You think you need to guard against darkness, but what you're actually doing is feeding it power by resisting it. And when you rely on rituals or objects to protect you, you're looking in the completely wrong direction for real security. Okay, so this leads us to a huge, profound pivot. If living on defense is the problem, what's the alternative? Well, it's about shifting our entire focus from out there to in here and recognizing the power that we've had all along. Now, this is the heart of the entire paradigm shift. It's a total reframe. It says you are not some small, fragile thing in a big, scary world. No, you are a literal expression of the same consciousness that creates all of reality. Let that sink in for a second. And this redefines something we talk about all the time, energy. The whole idea of negative energy is just a label we made up. The energy itself, it's neutral. It's just a flow. Think of it like electricity. It's not good or bad, it just is. It's our own consciousness that slaps a label on it and gives it meaning. Which brings us to this core principle, resonance. The idea here is that nothing, absolutely nothing, can come into your experience unless there's a part of you that's already vibrating at a similar frequency. Your inner world is basically the tuning fork for your entire outer experience. So, what does this actually look like in real life? It means we have to make a fundamental shift in how we see ourselves, from being a passive victim of life to being an active projector of our reality. I mean, just look at this contrast. The old view, the one we're taught, is that things happen to me. I'm just here at the mercy of whatever the world throws my way. But the true nature, the bigger truth proposed here, is that things happen through me. I am the point of creation. I'm the lens through which reality is being generated. So let's just really nail this down. We are projectors, not victims. That means no energy, none, gets into our experience unless we're a vibrational match for it. And those things that feel so foreign or other, often they're just parts of ourselves that we haven't acknowledged yet. Ultimately, we are the focal point. We are the ones through which reality takes shape. Okay. Let's bring this all back around to where we started, with this completely new understanding of who we are. As creators, how in the world do we deal with fear now? The path forward isn't about fighting anymore. It's actually about acceptance. First, you stop resisting what you call darkness, because resisting just feeds it. Then you accept that you, yourself, contain all potentials, the light, the shadow, all of it. And from that place of total acceptance, you get to consciously choose what you want to express. The goal isn't to destroy anything inside you, it's to illuminate it. And this is what you get as a result. Real security isn't about having higher walls or being on high alert 24/7. It's a deep, relaxed confidence that comes from knowing, truly knowing, that you are the source of your experience. It's the kind of unshakable stability you find when you stop giving your power away. So we end up right back where we started with the question, but now it has a totally different weight, doesn't it? If we are truly the creators, the architects of our own reality, if we are the focal point through which consciousness itself is experiencing life, then what really is there left to be afraid of?